All right, so I was asked, what if Dante stayed gone in Devil May Cry 2? So if you're not aware and you are one of the many people that never played Devil May Cry 2 at all because you heard it was a horrible game, I'm of the opinion, one, it's not that bad. It's all right, especially for the time that it came out. But back to the topic on hand of what if Dante didn't leave the underworld within Devil May Cry 2, because the way that it ends is that after he beats Argisax, he goes and rides away on his motorcycle, and he's in the underworld, right? So we don't hear about how he got out of there to go into Devil May Cry 4 until before the Nightmare novels come out. And here we find out that the Yamato, there's like shards of the Yamato sword, virtual signature weapon, that are out there that if they're found, demons, or Dante in this case, are able to go use it, right? To get out and slice a dimension between the underworld to the human world and get back. That's how Balrog gets out. That's how Dante gets out. That's literally where they explain it. But on the topic of what if Dante never left, like let's say he never found the Yamato, what would happen? So this would be pretty impactful, right? So DMC4, nothing really happens until Lady kind of kicks off the story. And you don't know about this because of like Deadly Fortune, and like there's a little cutscene that like talks about it at the lightest amount in DMC4 when Lady's talking about this mission that she has for Dante and then Trish, obviously. And it only happens because the Angelos that Agnes has created is impacting her gigs, right? And she's like, there's something fishy going on here. I need Dante to look at it, right? And so, in this case, Dante's not around, right? So, if you don't remember, DMC2 takes place before 4 and 5. It takes place after 1. So, at this point, we have Lady and Trish. They know each other. They're rivals, friends, whatever you want to call them, right? They don't hate each other, essentially. They're not enemies. So, I would imagine that Lady's going to have the same issue she's going to have, but she's not going to have anyone to go fix this issue, right? Like, at best, she could talk with Trish, and they probably aren't going to, like, press on it that hard because both Lady and Trish are kind of like, whatever, I just want to do jobs, I just want to go make money, things like that. It's kind of touched on pretty big in DMC anime, like the original anime, that both of them like their money, they like their things, right? But specifically on Nero, nobody knew about Nero and his demonic energy and he's a descendant of Sparta or anything like that until Dante kicks off the story by blasting Sanctus in the dome. Nobody knows anything like that. So the fact that, like, at best, Nero is going to have his Devil Bringer arm, right? Because the only reason that happens is because he's attacked by an assault, because he's protecting Kyrie, who is protecting orphans in this forest that she takes them on a walk for because she's a very caring person, right? And so Nero is going to, keep his arm in a sling for probably forever because he doesn't want people to know about it. And there is nothing that's going to happen to where they're like, oh, we need Nero to not be of one of our Holy Knight Guard guys in the Order, because that's what he originally was doing with Credo, his adoptive brother over here, right? Is that he was just strong and he got like the gigs over here because he was strong, but he wasn't necessarily like a team player. So they're like, hey, Nero, go handle this. You're strong, but you don't like anyone, right? And with that, he's just not going to be like found or like because he wasn't on Sanctus's radar until he fixed Yamato, and Agnes comes, stuttering. He's pissed off about the whole thing. I just don't see it. So the Yamato's not going to fix. Virgil's going to stay underground or dying or dead. I don't know. It's not going to come to fruition for him. Nero's going to stay the same in the order in Fortuna. That's how it's going to go. Let me know what you think.